Foremost, if nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. Thank you, Black. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you won't get it through somebody else. So be patient with your process. Also, y'all already know my voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume. Now, before we get started, chosen ones, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribes, gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I appreciate you, because at times I can't always pause in the middle of what I'm relaying to you to acknowledge you. But when I post this on YouTube, I got you, I promise you, all right? So thank you so much. Now, also, and I apologize in advance if you hear me sniffling, but the way that these allergies is set up, you hear me. So I apologize. But let's get started, chosen ones. Now, again, for those who are just joining, welcome in. For those who are returning, you know I'm going to take it back from the beginning, all right? So, chosen ones, I want you to realize that this is the time that you are graduating. There's some of you that have been waiting for certain signs and synchronicities to see if you put enough work in to receive this, and you have. So I want you to think pertaining to school in comparison, right? Now think about school, chosen ones. You had to sit there and face certain battles while going to school. Not only did you have to deal with your peers, and half the time they wasn't at the same level mentally as you, energetically as you, so on and so forth. So you had to deal with certain bullies. You had to deal with certain friends that were fraudulent. As soon as you was absent, they turned on you. You had to deal with certain people that was trying to steal certain work off of you. You had to deal with certain people that was hating just based upon the fact that you was paying attention. You had to sit there and deal with not only certain teachers that didn't have the ability to teach you the way that you was willing or supposed to be receiving information, the same way that you had to sit there and deal with other complications at home. So not only were you dealing with a world of your own at school, you also had a world that you was battling at home too, whether or not that was you raising your siblings, you raising yourself, you raising the parents who gave birth to you as well, you sitting there having to work or figure out how you was going to eat when really it should have been already provided those things, you sitting there have to stress about figuring out how you gonna have clothes when again your mother or your father, so on and so forth, should have stepped up and played that position to provide those. See, you had to deal with the bad decisions of other people that before you didn't step up into their position. You understand me? They either was getting guided by evil, or they were persuaded not to pursue their purpose just based upon that evil that was around them. So, chosen ones, you've been dealing with battles that way before you even came about existed. You understand me? But that's why you was set there and selected for this position. See, chosen ones, I want you to think about this. How many people say they the first person to graduate from their school, or they the first person to graduate college, or they the first person to do certain things, right? I want you to think about that. You are a chosen individual. You're the first person in your family that's about to break that curse. Well, not even about to. You already had that. That's what I'm here to relay that message to you. So you broke the curse. That family cycle. So that mother that had psychotic ways, that mother that was manipulative, restricted you in more ways than one, that mother that because she wasn't happy within her life, she made sure that nobody around her had happiness too. See, that mother that put unnecessary responsibilities on her son because she ain't choose or pursue the right individual. So she sat there and had her son become the lover in a sense, meaning that he had to protect and provide for her, live his life just for her or them. That son that again was told that you were supposed to accept disrespect, but you still supposed to provide for these people that's poking you in a sense. You supposed to sit there and put your feelings to the side to see everybody else uprise. See, oh nah, baby. Chosen ones, you broke that cycle. Congratulations. Now you're that mother or father. No matter if you didn't have that person who acknowledged you, that person who loved on you, that person who encouraged you, you sat there and became that individual for your children. You understand me? So while you hard on yourself because where you started was You may not have been the best mom, the best father. You may not have known how to express yourself. See, when I say this, chosen ones, you sitting there putting your parents' decisions on you. You sitting there trying to prove a point that you're not like them, but just by you being you, you already making that known and that's true. You understand me? So you was putting unnecessary pressure on yourself because you didn't want to take the same route that they did. You didn't want to become your mother or your father in a sense, but you have to realize that you have a different blueprint, baby. They not built like you. That's why you was assigned to these individuals. That's why I tell you, family's not always who you come from, but it's often who you led to, because God would allow you to be borrowed in a sense to help them break through what they going through. See, chosen ones, before you was born, there were certain people praying for love to come through. Your mother was chasing certain lovers, but she gave birth to love, which came in the form of you. That father that was looking for abundance, he didn't even realize that playing that position to his child was going to have that abundance come around. See, chosen ones. See, they were seeking certain things and God provided it, but it was formed differently than what they was expecting. See, your mother was looking for love, but she wanted to come in the form of this other person. Whole time it was the person that she brought through. You understand me? Which was you, and you're the main person that she ain't show love to. She acknowledged all the rest of the siblings that was satanic, the siblings that wasn't doing shit, the siblings that was restricted, the siblings that again was not paying attention, was going on the same path as them. They are the usual ones that they got the most attention, but it was because you was not like them. See, you different, chosen ones. You wasn't supposed to fit in. You wasn't supposed to get accepted from the people that didn't accept you. You wasn't supposed to have that mother that took you under her shell. Thank you so much, beautiful. You wasn't supposed to have that mother that took you under the shell, because if she took you under the shell, you would have went through certain karma and consequences as well. Oh, nah. Think about how you got hit with certain things and cycles when you wasn't even that close to them. So imagine if they really had took you up under their arm, chosen one, if they really had embraced you. You understand me? They would have destroyed you. So that not accepting you was you realizing that you was different than these individuals. So for you to realize that you have a different path and position than these individuals, for you to realize that you have a different purpose and power than these individuals. They need you. You're the pop-up generator in a sense that they plugged into. When no light was around, you were found, and guess what? You sat there and extended yourself to boost them up. That's why a lot of them started getting their confidence by putting you down. A lot of people felt like they can get ahead because you was restricting yourself. See, you stopped that, and I'm proud of you. Congratulations. I'm telling you, you already elevated. Now, chosen ones, again, stay with me, stay with me. There's some of you chosen ones that, again, you are different than your mother or your father and your experiences, because whereas they didn't take accountability, they wasn't even willing to see the things that they was doing or the things that they experienced. See, they wasn't willing to feel their feelings. They wasn't willing to be vulnerable. They wasn't willing to allow themselves to be guided by God. They wasn't willing to do the work and really take on those issues and those demons that they were harvesting inside. See, you did, chosen ones. You were willing to get grimy, get dirty in a sense. See, when I say grimy, I'm talking about you was in those elements, not grimy like they did. See, they was doing some other shit we'll get into. But chosen ones, again, you sat there and knew certain ways that you was doing was not right for you. You started to realize that these cycles came from these psycho individuals. So what did you do? You started to disconnect. You worked on the problem at hand, and it really came, but you disconnected from them. You pulled your power back. See, that mother that was going to need you as God presented these things to you. See, God knew that this mother was going to need you in the end. That's why they gave them an opportunity to do right in the beginning. They didn't. So you walk away from them. You're not going to keep putting yourself in that cycle like them. Oh, nah. See, chosen ones. See, God knew that that father was not going to physically be able to financially continue to provide for him. So he gave them an opportunity early on to step in and play that position pertaining to you. He chose finances over you, so that's why he's going through it. See, you're not supposed to allow them to live off of you when they refuse to be there for you, when they refuse to live there with you, when you had to battle certain cycles based upon the shit that they put you through. See, I understand you're supposed to forgive, but God said you forget it, meaning you don't keep putting yourself through it, but you don't forget what they put you through, so they don't have the opportunity to do those things to you. See, if they did it once, they'll do it again. You understand me? So I want you to pay attention to that. But again, we're going to get back to you. Congratulations. You passed the test. See, this is almost, again, your life is like school, chosen ones. You had all these things to deal with, right? You had at home to deal with. Crazy shit, dysfunction in a sense, restrictions, you raising your parents and your siblings, you raising yourself, you raising people because they refuse to raise their vibrations up. See, we gonna get into that. Not only that, chosen ones, You had to deal with the test that you had in hand. So God was presenting certain things in order for you to be advanced in what was happening. You was getting distracted. Think about when you in class, chosen ones. You focus on your task at hand, chosen ones, and you got so-and-so over here talking, being wild and dumb. This person throwing shit at you while you supposed to be concentrating on what you're supposed to be doing. This person's not following rules that they not supposed to be talking, that they supposed to be doing what they do. Them taking risks talking to you takes risks for you getting that test snatched back and you getting an F like them. See, chosen ones, when I tell you that certain people around you have been serving as distractions, you seen that they needed help and they wasn't grasping that concept. So what did you do? Pause your progression to help them up. Okay, this person needs love. Let me give them love first and then I'll finish what I'm doing. Oh, this person needs, as far as encouragement, let me sit there and take a pause on what I need to do and give encouragement to this individual. Oh, this person needs this. You was taking pauses on you in order for you to attend to adhere to people that were going through it. But you have to realize this. If it's a quick little correction that they need, like, all right, well, nah, you just make a plus here where you do that. You add this and you subtract that. If it was a quick little assistance, that's cool. But it's not somebody who's going to constantly be interrupting you. This is somebody that's not going to be constantly dependent on you. You understand me? So this is equivalent to certain partnerships that you had, parents that you had, job positions that you had, friendships that you had. They wasn't grasping the concept. They was out of their lane in a sense. They needed to be in a different class. You was in advance, so they was holding you back. You sat there and had to keep pausing what you was doing to adhere to them, explain it to them, tell them why they should be doing this, when they really should have went to the teacher. And that teacher is God. See, you sat there, and when I say God, that could be Jah to you, that could be Allah to you. But when we discuss them, we talking about the same individual. So you say this person's Ray. The other person like, yo, who's Ray? They start to describe him. The other person like, oh, that's Raymond. Like, oh, who's Raymond? Da-da-da. You describe, and the other person say, oh, that's Raymond. So do not get caught up in the name. You just filling in how it applies to you, but know that we talking about the same individual, the highest of the high, the most high, the individual or the spirit, the energy. You understand me? Because God is around everything around you. He can pop into the physical flesh. He can pop out into the energy in the sense. So anything that you see is a representation of him. But I ain't talking about that Baphomet shit. I ain't talking about that atheist shit. See, that's where we cross the line. It's no connection. You understand me? So don't get caught up if somebody does say Jah, Allah, or God. But that other shit, you already know it's a different vibe. Not at all. Ain't no people about. I don't care how many times you describe them. Nope, not familiar. I don't care how many times they describe that demonic energy. Nope, not familiar. Not a kin of mine. Not no friend of mine. Absolutely not. All right? So let's not get caught up in that. But hear me out. See, chosen ones, when you wasn't sure, of certain things, right? Tests that was getting presented, certain tasks that you had to complete. What did you do? You went to God, right? Or somebody that God chose to select to see, right? So you went to God, which is like that teacher, which is that professor in a sense, right? That principal. That's the highest that you can go pertaining to that a certain title, right? So think about this. When you didn't understand certain things, you went to God. You got a description and a breakdown pertaining to it, correct? Okay, cool. See, when you sat there and didn't understand things, you put time aside for you to ask questions pertaining to this individual. True? Okay, it didn't matter how many questions that you was asking, how many confirmations that you needed from him. You just wanted to make sure that you was understanding the message that God was giving. So this is like you keep asking that teacher, you that student in that class that asks 1,000,001 questions. Everybody else is huffing and puffing like, come on. Oh, let's go. We understand. We get it. And no, chosen ones, that happened for a reason. You was making sure that you understand it, that you grasped it. You understand me? These other people was trying to rush through it. They didn't understand it, but they see how everybody else, was feeling, and they was easily influenced. So they sat there and wasn't grasping it, wasn't understanding it, was trying to rush through it. You was somebody that's asked the question, so God, you telling me I got cut who off? So that includes mothers and fathers too? Okay, just making sure. So God, you said I needed to do, all right. So that means, okay, just making sure. So God, you said I needed to apply for it. Okay. So no matter if I feel like I'm going to get approved or not, you say apply for it because you got me. Okay, cool. So it don't matter about the credit? Okay, cool. It don't matter about the income right now? You telling me I can still get it? Okay, cool. So chosen ones, you was listening. You understand me? God was telling you like, nah. I'm the person who makes moves. I ask you to do certain things, you do it. Don't ask me all them questions, baby girl. Don't ask me all them questions, baby boy. I got you. You working with the top flight. You're not working with no regular degular. I know the devil was making you promises he wasn't able to fulfill. He ain't got no gifts like that. He ain't got no ranking for real. He talking about who he used to be. He's acting like he's still like that. No, that's who he used to be. He used to be God's right hand. He used to be able to provide you certain things and get you events. Now this motherfucker got you paying for certain things, and now you highly debts. You understand me? You really in debt into some shit. So chosen ones, don't listen to this satanic energy. God said that you're going to get it. You're going to get it. You move how he tell you to do. It's not for you to figure it out. Because sometimes he going to have it. You get blessed a different way because the other people was on to that route. So, you know, but just know, chosen ones, you passed that test. Other people that didn't start believing and trusting God's process, they not as advanced. So now they sitting down having to watch you walk across the stage. See, there's some of you that's waiting for that callback. You waiting for that job, as far as that job to call you back, that place to call you back, this car to go through, this person to finally reach out and relay their heart to you. Just know that it's in the works. See, you put in that work. You put in that work at the last minute, some of y'all. That was you finally letting go. That was you finally saying that you release certain people from being connected to you. This is you finally being open to everything that God got for you. So I want you to realize this is you finally putting in that last test, submitting it. Submitting in that missing work as well. You understand me? Now you waiting to see the grade that comes about. You graduated. Congratulations. You passed the test. I promise you, you're about to get that call back. You're about to get that diploma, but certain things are working on behalf of you. So that little time period that you're waiting is equivalent to your teachers putting your grades in, right? So you waiting for God to give you that final grade, like, yep, abundance, love, prosperity, that opportunity. You waiting for it. You're a little nervous, but you won. I promise you. Congratulations, all right? Right now, chosen ones, you start to be encouraged. You start to be confident in yourself. Know that everything's aligning for you. So at this point in time, your grades is getting put in, and you about to walk in front of the stage in front of these individuals that was doubting you. See, these are the people that told you and tried to stop you from getting to where you was going to. Sit there and try to steal your work or have you miss out on certain things that you was getting because they missed out on it too. See, chosen ones. It didn't happen. You was able to buckle down and pay attention. You put that work in. You missed out on certain parties and celebrations because you was putting that work in. So now you get everything that you earned and you was deserving. So it's getting presented. And when you walk across stage, you better walk across with your head high. That means in that position that you about to get, you deserved it. That love that you about to receive, that attention and recognition that you about to get, that car that you about to be in, that house that you got approved on that you don't even know it yet. See, chosen ones, you earned this. Congratulations. Know that I'm in the crowd cheering loud as hell for you. You heard me? See, let me say this. Loud as God. I'm going to revise that. You understand me? Because ain't nothing demonic about this at all. You heard me? So chosen ones, know that I'm going to be out there, that I'm cheering for you, that there's certain times that you may have felt like I was on your ass, and it was because I wasn't allowing you to blow this for you. I had to encourage you for you to know that this is the end. This is everything that you was expecting. This is taking you into that next part and stage and phase in your life. To abundance. You ain't never going to have to worry again. You ain't never going to have to stress again. You ain't never going to have to doubt the person that you with. Baby, you deserve this. You hear me? So I speak love into you. I speak that you get love in various forms, not just romantically, but the love that you didn't receive. Now, I'm talking about that love that you didn't receive since you was younger, chosen ones. I speak that upon you. I speak upon you love and recognition from everybody that you run into. I'm talking about acknowledgement. I want people to compliment you. I want you to realize that the things that people put you down about is the same things that God is having you take that route, that was your purpose, that they try to take you up. Man, I want you to know that. I speak so much love on you. I speak so much abundance on you, because how many times did you sit there and struggle to survive and you was going through certain shit? You was sitting there riding from work to home to get your children off of praise and fumes out this. So I speak so many positive things. I speak that new house on you. Not no just settle for no shit. I'm talking about the house that you truly want. I'm talking about the whole design that you truly want. You know that it's a confirmation from God because it has everything inside that you've been praying for. I pray that that person that finally finally gets presented makes everybody in the past non-existent. I pray that you know that that person that you're about to be aligned with, you're going to see why you went through and was led to certain individuals, because they had a quick glimpse of them. This person got all the qualities that you were seeking. So that love has been in front of you the whole time, but you wasn't open to receive it. Now you are. So this is like out of nowhere, the love is going to pop in front of you. All of a sudden, one day, it could be them liking a story. Then you start to check out this individual. Then all of a sudden you start to realize that the soul that you was searching for, that you've been patient for, that you've been celibate for, was because you was waiting for your kingdom spouse. The twin was cool. The soulmate was cool. But a kingdom spouse is somebody that God selected for you. This is somebody that is of your superior. You understand me? So this is two major ancestors colliding, connecting. You understand me? So you abundant, they abundant. Y'all are abundant together. They a warrior, you a warrior, y'all are warriors together. When I tell you, you not having no rinky-dink ass partner, this is that. You heard me? This is that co-sign from the divine, not no arranged marriage like your mother tried to do, like your father tried to do, like your brother tried to do, how they try to influence you to settle for no so-so ass individuals. When I tell you this is a love like no other, when I tell you how they say this ain't no ordinary love, this is somebody that you realize the whole time they may have been focused on you and you may not have even noticed them. You may not have even, again, you was focused on, your gifts focused on what you was supposed to do the whole time. You ain't realized God had somebody focused on you. So I have to say this. You are somebody's walking confirmation. So if God guides you to send that message, send it. If God guides you to say this to them, say it. If God guides you to like this, share this, do this, this is what you're supposed to do, because you the confirmation at that time. And you have to be obedient right away. Because that person could be praying, okay, God, if this is my person, give me a sign. And God was nudging you the whole time to sit there and send them a message or reach out. Now they missed that confirmation. You truly are their person, but you were supposed to present that. Or God sat there, you asked something specific. Pay attention. So if you say, God, I asked for my right person, for when I wake up, allow me to see. All of a sudden you look. You got a message before you went to sleep, but all of a sudden you got a message from a different individual when you awoke. That was a sign if you was going back and forth on who you should choose. You are getting signs on who your person is, and the person is getting signs on you. You got to be you in order for you to receive who's for you. You're their walking confirmation. They've been looking for somebody love like you. Even this is not even just romantically love. I'm talking about job positions too. They've been looking for somebody with your criteria, with your qualities, with your work ethic. So just know, congratulations, you getting stepped up in this position. Just know a lot of us are aligning with our true divine masculines, and you know, hey, our true divine feminines too. Like, just know, chosen ones, there's a different glow that's coming across you. See, even if you ain't physically met them in the flesh, you came across them and you know who it is. So congratulations. You understand me? You're going to be tunnel vision. See, we already been carrying, I'll speak on behalf of myself. I already been carrying myself like I'm married. You heard me? Because I'm somebody's wife. I'm somebody's future wife. So therefore, I'm already played in the position. I ain't out here entertaining everybody. I'm celibate. Again, this is not me bragging or boasting, but some of you in this position too. We wasn't out here connecting with all these so-so ass individuals. We wasn't in a rush to get a title from these so-so people. We were guided, assisted, went on our business. We on our mission. We about to align with our true divine person, and you going to see them and know them when they get presented. See, some of y'all, I'm trying to tell you, congratulations in advance. But I'm going to get up off here, chosen ones. I promise you I'm going to post this on YouTube shortly. All I ask, come through, like, share, subscribe, so I know that you stay. You understand that everybody's in line. I love you so much. Thank you so much for all yours gifts. I apologize in advance I wasn't able to say them as y'all was sending them in. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Curlin. Thank you so much, everybody. I promise you I'll post you on YouTube. Thank you. I love y'all. But if you need me, you know how to reach me. Links in my bio. Coaching sessions. You want to know what area you are on your path? You want to know what you need to do or the direction that you hit it in? I got you. You don't got to tell me nothing about you. That's what I'm here to do. I'm going to tell you about your past, your present, and your future, just so that you know that certain confirmations are for you, all right? I love you.